Why is it that we're so distracted in this day and age? We're so completely distracted, like all the time. And it seems like every day we're becoming more and more distracted. It seems like we have no self-control and we're just consuming all these things, all these distractions. Why is that? I've come to understand over time that there are these things actually inside of us that we keep feeding and that we keep identifying with. Egos. A lot of people talk about egos, but I think few people touch on the true depth of these things that are within us. Notice how I said things. They are multiple, they are many. There's so many different egos within us, and we're completely controlled by them. We're completely oblivious to the fact that they're running our lives. If you observe any day of your life, honestly, you'll see these so many different thoughts, emotions, feelings, and moods. They're just all over the place, completely controlling you in a way, in such a way that you become completely identified with them. You don't even realize you're being taken over by an ego of anger or an ego of fear or some desire. These things tempt us and then we are completely taken over by them. It's the strangest thing and no one realizes it. And it's quite shocking when you see this truth for yourself. So don't believe what I'm saying to you now. I encourage you to observe your own life and see for yourself. You'll notice that these things are within and they're always trying to feed. They're trying to feed on our attention and they're winning because we're so distracted. So what do we do with this information and how do we stop these things from controlling our lives any further? We need to be present, fully present from moment to moment. Now it does help to be grounded in meditation. I strongly advise you to take up a meditation practice at least 20 minutes a day to strengthen your awareness so that you can stay present during the day. But the most important thing you can do is to be here right now. And when you get distracted, just come straight back to the present. A really good technique for this is to just concentrate on your breath from moment to moment and maintain this throughout the whole day. When a thought comes up, just allow it to be there. Let it pass through, let it dissolve. Don't judge it, don't condemn it. Just return to the breath. And keep doing that again and again and again. And slowly your consciousness, your awareness, it grows and you're able to sustain that state of presence throughout the day. People say to just be present, but don't quite convey the importance of what that actually means. What's at stake when you don't stay present? So when you don't stay present, you're probably daydreaming, you're caught up in some emotion, and when you're doing that, you're actually feeding those egos that's creating that daydream. And in that experience, you can see that there's the daydream and then the one who's getting caught up in it. So already there's two, there's a split, the daydream getting caught up in it, and then probably another ego that'll come along and say, oh, I shouldn't be caught up in this daydream. Oh, I need to be present. More conflicting egos. And you can see how easy it is to get caught up in that cycle of distraction. We need to exit the mind and return to the breath, return to the present moment. We need to stop trying to figure things out intellectually and being caught up in the mind. We also need to be very vigilant of the emotions. Now, me personally, I've only just realized that I've been identified with and controlled by my emotions. I've been trying to stay present and meditative throughout the days. And then just like an emotion of sadness will come up and I'll get caught up in it and I'll think like it's me. I was completely identified with it. But through persistent presence and meditative awareness and mindfulness, I was able to detach and see the emotion for the first time. And that was just amazing, an amazing experience. So that's the reward of staying in this state of presence, is you generate consciousness, you generate that awareness, and you can, over time, see these thoughts and emotions as the observer. And there's such a deep level of joy that comes with that, knowing that you're not stuck in that thought or emotion. You can observe it passively. As you do, you take the power away from it, and it dissolves. It transmutes into consciousness. Maintaining this state of presence is a challenge. It's very difficult because there are so many egos fighting for your attention. Maintaining this state of presence throughout the day is incredibly challenging, especially for beginners. But I promise you it's worth it if you persist and keep at it, keep growing your awareness, keep returning to the present. You'll generate a deep level of peace and joy that you may have never experienced before. And that alone is worth the effort. And life becomes a lot clearer, and things make a lot more sense, and you're able to move through life with a lot more ease and purpose. One simple technique that I'll leave you with that has helped me develop some concentration needed to stay present, is to pick a spot on the wall or any surface and stare at it for at least 30 seconds. You'll notice how difficult that actually is. And you'll notice how your eyes just want to pull in other directions. And you'll notice this sense inside of you that doesn't want to stay focused on the dot that you're concentrating on. That's the egos inside of you trying to keep you distracted. So pick a spot on the wall or any surface and stare at it for 30 seconds. And do this at least once a day. And gradually you'll notice your attention and concentration. It'll improve. Thanks so much for watching. If this video sparks something in you and you'd like to keep exploring ideas like this, I'd love to invite you to join my weekly newsletter, The Direct Experience. Each week I share observations, insights, and practices that I'm continuing to explore in my own life. My hope is that it'll help you see more clearly, feel more deeply, and move through life with greater purpose and presence. You can sign up in the link below. Until next time.